So AI is everywhere in the dental world right now, isn't it? But here's the big question. Are we actually using it right? In this explainer, we're going to look at how you can go from just tinkering with simple prompts to building real automated systems that will absolutely supercharge your practice.
Okay, let's be honest for a second. Does this feel familiar? You brought in AI to save time, but instead, it just feels like chaos. Everyone on your team is writing their own prompts, getting completely different results, and you're spending more time managing the tool than actually benefiting from it. If you're nodding along right now, you are definitely not alone. And the good news is, there is a much, much better way.
And this right here is the heart of the matter. It's the difference between just winging it and having a real system. On the left, you've got that ad hoc, chaotic approach. You know what I'm talking about. Inconsistent quality, time just wasted every single day, and all that critical knowledge is just trapped inside one or two people's heads. But on the right, that's an automated system. We're talking reliable, efficient, scalable, a true asset for the entire team. Our goal today is to get your practice out of that column on the left and into the one on the right.
So the big question is, how do we actually make that leap? Well, it all starts with a pretty fundamental shift in how we think. We have to stop seeing AI as just a little shortcut for one-off tasks and start seeing it as the foundation for something much bigger, a practice brain.
The core idea of this practice brain is that we're not just creating a clever trick for the one tech-savvy person on staff. No way. We are building a shared, intelligent asset, a central playbook that holds all of your practice's best procedures, ready for anyone to use. That's how you create real, lasting value.
Okay, so how do we actually build this thing? Well, the absolute backbone of your new practice brain is a template library. This is where the magic happens. It's how you're going to standardize excellence and capture your team's best practices in a format that's reusable for everybody.
Now, building this library sounds way more complicated than it is. It's really just a simple 4-step plan. First, just identify your top 5 highest impact tasks. The ones that eat up the most time. That's your low-hanging fruit. Step 2, perfect, just one great example. Don't try to boil the ocean, just get one thing right. Once it's perfect, you templatize it by swapping out the specific patient details for variables in brackets. And finally, and this is so key, you store it in a shared place like Google Drive, so it becomes a real team asset, not just one person's secret weapon.
So for example, here's a SOAP note template. Instead of writing everything from scratch, you just fill in the patient's quotes, the list of interventions, and so on. Now, anyone on the team can grab this template, fill in a few key details, and boom, they generate a perfectly structured, high-quality note every single time. It is all about that consistency.
All right, once you have these templates built, you unlock the next level, true automation. This is where you stop doing tasks one by one, and you start reclaiming huge chunks of your day. This is where it gets really fun.
You know the drill at the end of a typical day. After seeing 8 or 10 patients, the team still has that mountain of notes to write up. That can easily take 90 minutes, maybe more. It's a huge drain that just pushes everyone's departure time later and later. But with a templatized system, you can batch process that entire day's work. Seriously. While the AI is generating the first note, you're submitting the info for the second, and then the third. That 90-minute task? It's now done in just 15 minutes. This is an absolute game changer for your daily workflow.
Of course, a great system is totally useless if nobody uses it. So how do you get your entire team on board? We're talking everyone from the enthusiasts to the skeptics. The key is a really smart, structured, phased rollout. And here's a proven path, a 3-phase rollout. For the first month, you start small with your champions, your most enthusiastic people. Let them test it, refine it, and build some success stories. Then you roll it out to the rest of the team, with those champions acting as mentors. Finally, you provide specialized one-on-one support to get everyone across the finish line. This structured approach is how you manage change and build unstoppable momentum.
So, you've built the system, you've rolled it out. What's the actual payoff? Let's look at the return on investment, because frankly, it is astonishing. Let's just put this into perspective for a second. The monthly cost for an AI subscription might be, around $40 per person? Okay, but the value of saving just 5 hours a week per person at a rate of $50 an hour? That's easily worth over $1,000 a month. The financial case here is just incredibly compelling. It's a no-brainer.
And you know what? It's not just about money. Look at these real-world metrics. average documentation time per patient plummets from 12 minutes all the way down to 3. Because the documentation is more consistent and compliant, insurance denial rates get cut by more than half. And maybe most importantly, look at the leave time. The team gets to go home at 5 p.m. instead of 6:30. This is about improving efficiency, quality, and work-life balance.
So when you add it all up, what do you get? A typical return on investment of over 2,000%. This isn't just a minor improvement. It is a fundamental upgrade to the business and clinical operations of your entire practice.
So we'll end with this thought. A dental practice is literally built on information. Patient histories, treatment plans, progress notes, you name it. By building an intelligent system, you're not just adopting some new tool. You are finally making all of that information start working for you instead of the other way around.